Okay, so we have a still weed eater here, and just for those who are going to ask, it's an FS55R, and he says it won't start. So we're going to give this a bit of a diagnosis and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. So first thing we're going to do is make sure there's gas in it. Yep. Now we're going to prime it. Yeah, not priming. Well, that's an indicator. So we'll see if it'll fire over, has any spark and compression, by putting some starting fluid in it. Now, some folks will say don't put starting fluid in it because you'll burn up the cylinder because it doesn't have any oil in it. But we're only doing it for a second. We're not trying to run it on starting fluid. We're trying to see if it'll pop off. So you hold the throttle open, you put some starting fluid in it, and then we're going to try to start it. So it popped off, so that means we have spark and probably compression, but I'm going to check the compression anyways. So first thing I'm going to do, now shade tree mechanic may not have this tool. I have an endoscope. It saves me a little bit of time as working on customers' 2 cycles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spark plug out and see if there's any scoring in the cylinder. Now sometimes you'll see some minor scoring. Yeah, that's a new spark plug. And so then you have to go in there and take the muffler off to see how bad it is. Other times you won't see any scoring, so it's hard for me to do all this and show it on camera. So we'll do the best we can here. My endoscope has a light on it. Do the best we can. So this is the cylinder and that's the piston. I'm pulling up the piston and bring it back down. Okay, so I think that's all the way down. Well, look, see if we got any scoring. Just a lot of burn. I don't see any. I see a line right here. You probably can't see it on the camera. It's just one. Okay, so that's enough indication that I need to take the muffler off. So that's what I'm going to do, just to confirm. So we're going to take the back off. It's missing a screw. It's supposed to have 3 screws, but it's missing one. And then we're going to come over here to the muffler side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull that piston up. Okay, so now there's the piston right there, and I'm telling you that's a beautiful looking piston, so there's nothing wrong with it. And then we'll come back down, we'll look at the cylinder again. So I'm going to get my endoscope just to make sure. Yeah, I guess it looks pretty good. Good deal. Now while we have the muffler off, I would say let's take a look at the spark arrestor, but it looks like it's already been removed. Okay, so it comes out by hand. It was already loose. So yeah, there's no spark arrestor in that. Looking pretty good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and change out the spark plug, or excuse me, the carburetor. That's a brand new spark plug, so we'll just gap that. Okay, so we'll do 25 to 30. There's 25, that fit right in. $30 did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this carburetor. Okay, so we'll take out these two nuts here. And then we'll remove the hoses, those fuel lines. The throttle has fallen off, which is fine. Okay, then we'll remove the hoses and replace the hoses since we have some new hoses in our kit. Put in a new fuel filter. And this is just a press and seal. All right, so we got our new carburetor. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the throttle in. When you look, you see a hole on one side and a slit on the other side. You want the hole on the bottom so that will fit into it like that. And then we're going to put our carburetor onto our threads. And then you're going to make sure that this throttle cable up here goes into there's a pin there, and you're going to make sure that goes into the hole. You can't see it from camera. Put our hoses on. Okay, fuel's coming through just like it's supposed to. Saw there. All right, let's give it a shot, see if it'll start. Okay, so I think we got that one. Pretty easy fix. So, if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video where I was working on something. So I hope this video helps you fix your equipment under the shade tree. Thanks for watching.